My life would be made a whole lot easier if I just had the option for 0.5 on my phone, but I don't, so here we are. What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. We are starting today's vlog from the car. I just got back from Trader Joe's. I figured why not do a little grocery haul in the car and mix it up a little bit. I don't know. I will be selling my car soon, relatively soon, next couple of months, so let's just enjoy the space while we have it. Anyway, welcome to the vlog. My name is Sarah, and today I figured we would just do like a productive Saturday in my life. I just filmed my November plan with me a couple of days ago, and I figured it'd be kind of fun to do like almost like a follow-up to that, right? Like I spend my plan with me making to-do lists and monthly goals and all of these things. So consider today's video like a plan with me part 2. I thought it'd be fun for y'all to see me like putting into action all of these things that I'm talking about, and maybe it's also a little bit of accountability to get things done. So that's what I'm doing, and we're gonna kick things off by doing oh my gosh, there's a very cute dog outside. We're gonna kick things off with a very small grocery haul from Trader Joe's. So here we go. For some veggies, green pepper. I have 2 of these massive yellow onions. I mean, 2 of them together would be the size of my head. I don't know where the other one is, but I have 2 of them. A bag of small potatoes. I'll be using these for a vegan stew recipe that I'm very excited to try. Cream cheese and bagels, classic. I've also been craving a veggie bacon, egg, and cheese, so I might be making that later in the vlog because I'm also so hungry. Here's said onion, limes and celery. Limes mostly for cocktails, celery for said vegan stew. And we got some packaged gnocchi. I found a recipe for some French onion gnocchi skillet something or other, so that's what one of those onions is for. And then we got some gnocchi for that. Very excited for that recipe as well, since it's like French onion soup vibes. I got Gruyere. Is that? I've never actually, I don't think I've ever heard anyone pronounce this cheese before. I think it's Gruyere, I don't know. It was, this little block of cheese was way too much money, but hopefully it makes the recipe delicious. Pizza sauce, because I think we might be out. I don't know. We're making pizza tomorrow. If you know, you know. Okay, that was bag number 1. So bag number 2, we got some pre-cut cheddar cheese slices. I've been buying these a lot recently. They're just so convenient. You get a lot for, I think it's like $4. And yeah, I'm always in the mood for cheese. And with cheese comes crackers. And these are the best crackers, these multigrain ones. There's sunflower, there's flax seeds. They don't taste as healthy as they sound, but I love that. Pumpkin butternut squash bisque. I don't think I've had this before, but I thought this might be good for a lunch one day this week. I also got just regular pumpkin puree because I'm gonna make some pumpkin cookies either today or tomorrow, and I had some frozen pumpkin puree. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's been frozen since last fall. I'm not sure how well it's gonna hold up, so I got an extra can just in case, and I'm sure I'll use it for something else later. If you haven't had this yet, the vegan buffalo dip. Trader Joe's has had this forever as far as I know. I just started buying it recently for like a football snack, and I buy it almost every single time I go now, and we finish a whole thing like every single Sunday. So this is delicious if you haven't had it. Tomato sauce, that's for a recipe this week as well. Not many exciting things left. Veggie broth is for a recipe this week. Little thing of milk. I'm like honestly surrounded by like 5 or 6 dogs on both sides of the sidewalk and on the street right now. Oh my god, I wish I could show you guys. There's so many dogs. And last but not least, I got these peanut butter chewy granola bars. I like to take these to work as just a good snack. And that's it. So I realized in the car, I don't think I fully caught you up on what is happening today, what my plans are, because somehow it's already almost 1 p.m. and there's still so much to do. And the only thing I've done so far is go grocery shopping. So me and Mindy are gonna catch you up, explain what happened, or what has happened. This morning I slept in later than I normally do. I slept till like 9:30, and that is something I've not done in a very long time, unless I stayed out late and went to bed very, very late. But I went to bed at 10 p.m. last night. I guess I was just exhausted. Anyway, absolutely not relevant. So I woke up this morning, just kind of like eased into my morning, sat down, had some coffee, enjoyed some time with the cats. Except for you weren't there. You've been here the whole time. But Willow was there. And then I figured it'd be helpful to like make a list of all the things that I want to do today. If you've seen my plan with me, you know that I have like a weekly to-do list in my Notion that I like to use, but sometimes it feels really nice just to have like pen and paper, or in this case, iPad and Apple Pencil, to like write out a physical list and just cross things off. So I did carry over a lot of the things from my weekly to-do list this week that I want to get done today, as well as a couple of like monthly goal stuff. And that's gonna be the list that we follow today. So of course we can already check off grocery shopping. Other than that, it's not in any particular order. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do next is hit up a bakery, which was not on the to-do list, but I know I just said I'm probably gonna make a veggie bacon, egg and cheese for breakfast, but like, I got the idea of an almond croissant in my brain, and like now it's just not leaving. It also gives me an excuse to go back outside and walk around a little bit, so I may do that. I was hoping Trader Joe's would have apple cider, because it's Saturday night. It might be nice to sit out on our balcony with like hot spiked whiskey apple cider. And they didn't have any, and I don't know if Trader Joe's just doesn't sell cider or if I'm just too late for it now that it's November and all the Christmas stuff is out. So maybe yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna treat myself to a little croissant to get the motivation going for the rest of today, and I'm gonna see if I can hunt down some cider. Well, I'm back. The bodega I went to, unfortunately, did not have any apple cider. I figured they wouldn't, but there's one near us that's like, they tend to have a really good selection of just like random products that you don't find in most bodegas, so I was hopeful. They didn't have it, but they did have some Impossible, like wild animal chicken nuggets, which was just so cute. I almost wanted to buy them, but I think I have like 2 packs of vegan chicken tenders in my freezer right now, so I just could not justify it. But oh my gosh, how cute. I don't want to say my hot whiskey apple cider dreams for my Saturday night are totally dead. Maybe I'll leave the house again later to go to an actual grocery store to find some cider, but right now I'm in for the next few hours. But I did get my almond croissant. I unfortunately couldn't get any clips of the bakery because there was a man like blocking the whole display case for me to show you all the sweets, and he kept like looking at me and it was weird, and I don't know, I just wanted to get out of there. But I did happen to score the very last almond croissant. Here she is in all of her almond croissant glory. The last time I got one of these things, it was the size of my face. This is still pretty large, but I am slightly disappointed that it is not the size of my face. Now that we have our little treat for the day out of the way, I did not finish that. It's gonna be my little treat throughout the day. We are ready to move on to the next thing, which first is gonna be to open the windows in this damn apartment because New York City weather would be wild recently. Earlier this week, it was so cold that we actually had to turn our heat on. Was not ready for that, but now it's gonna be like 60 degrees today, and I'm just like in a hoodie and sweating. So it's nice though. It's like good weather. I'm not mad about it. But I think the next thing on our to-do list is going to be clean a new chair that we have. Probably like, why are you cleaning a brand new chair? And that's because it's not brand new. It's because we took it off the streets. If you recall from my apartment tour video, I showcased a pink chair that we have in the corner of our like living room, and I explained the story of how we got that off the streets, because people just be leaving their things, perfectly good items that maybe need a little extra love, a little extra clean, just on the streets for people to take. So the other night we were walking around Williamsburg and we came across the exact same chair, but in this really beautiful green color. It actually looked way more put together and nice than the pink one, because the pink one was like kind of broken and definitely needed like some love. Whereas this one was just like chilling on the streets. We couldn't not take it. And I know that it's probably just like some cheap Amazon chair that we could get, but it's so much fun just to say that you got it for free. And also I hate to see good things like that go to waste. So now we have another chair. Where are we gonna put it? I have no idea. But despite the fact that it does look relatively clean, it doesn't smell, there's no stains or anything weird, it's not broken, I do want to clean it just because you never know. And I already have the like upholstery cleaner from when I had to clean the pink chair. So I'm gonna take this new little treasure outside and see what we can do with it. chair complete. I did find, this is the first time I had really looked at the chair in daylight, it looked like both arm sides had like some dirt on them. So I scrubbed at it a little bit just to be safe, but otherwise I just sprayed some like disinfectant upholstery spray all over it. And the chair, I don't know why I'm trying to show you, you can't see it, but the chair is gonna sit outside basically until it dries up. So once that happens, either tonight or by tomorrow morning, we can move it inside, and I assume it will go up in the loft. That's kind of the only logical place that makes sense, but I'm not sure when that will happen, but I'll make sure to insert clips to show you what we do with it so you can see it in its final form. But I suppose since I already have the vacuum out, I'll just go ahead and vacuum, get that over with, because I really hate vacuuming. It doesn't take that long because it's, you know, New York City apartment. It's not, I mean, we have a pretty good sized apartment, honestly, but it's still, you know, it's not like vacuuming a house. It's such a pain because I also have to like clean up. You see all that? All the toys that our cats bring into our room in the middle of the night and cry and scream. And yes, that is in fact like a full-size Elmo toy. So I'm gonna do that. I think I'm also gonna start a load of laundry because our laundry machine takes a very long time because it's a washer and dryer, like single unit, and it doesn't ventilate anywhere. It just holds moisture. And I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I'm gonna start a load of laundry as well. Okay, wow, so I feel like I have been so productive today. I went to go look at the clock for sure, thinking it was gonna be like 5 p.m. It's not even 3:30 yet, so hell yeah, brother, let's keep on doing it. The laundry is still going, as you probably assumed. As I said, it takes a really long time, so that's the background noise you hear right now. But the biggest things left on my list for today are to bake, to make pizza dough, clean my makeup brushes, which I don't think I'm gonna do. It's so late in the day and I'm not sure if we might go out tonight. I'm not really sure yet, so I'd rather just have my makeup brushes not be all wet, just in case I need to use them later, and then I can just clean those tomorrow. That's not a big deal. Off camera, I did clean up a little bit. I cleaned the kitchen, I cleaned all the dishes, fully just like cleaned the oven because it was disgusting, wiped down counters and stuff like that. I still have some tidying up to do in the bedroom, but I will get to that later when the laundry's done. Makes the most sense for me to finish off the day doing things on my computer with like Etsy and YouTube and whatnot. So I'm gonna do a little bit of baking and baking prep and then kind of settle in for the evening. I mean, we might still go out, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should go get that cider so that entices us to stay in. But anyway, the next thing I'm gonna do is to prep some pizza dough. I am a King Arthur crispy cheesy pan pizza girl. I love it so much. It's been my go-to deep dish recipe for years now at this point, and we're gonna prep it. You can make it the same day. I like to make it a day, if not 2 days in advance, to let it kind of just ferment a little bit, develop some flavor. Not you all literally being propped up in the sink right now. We're experimenting with new angles today, so just bear with me, but this is actually kind of working. But yes, I do in fact know this recipe by heart. This is my party trick, I suppose. I can just bust this out anywhere I go, as long as there's ingredients. I don't need the book, I don't need the website. 235 grams of all-purpose flour. I think it's technically 240, but I like to do 235. I find that results in the fluffier crust that I enjoy. 3/4 cups of water, 3/4 teaspoons of salt, half a teaspoon of yeast, and about a tablespoon of oil. And voila, we have our deep dish pizza dough. It's not fully done. We gotta let it sit, we gotta let it rise. It's a technically no-knead recipe. You just do folds every 5 minutes, then you let it sit out for 40 minutes, and then you put it in the fridge and let it do its thing for a couple hours, or in my case, a couple days. And so simple, so easy. That's why I love this recipe. Okay, so next, like I said, I'm going to make some cookies so we can snack on those this weekend. I was between 2 recipes, and there was a half-baked harvest recipe that I really wanted to do, and I thought that I finally had all the ingredients for it, but turns out it calls for pumpkin butter and not pumpkin puree, and I don't have pumpkin butter, so we won't be doing that, but maybe next time. But I did find a brown butter and maple chewy pumpkin cookies recipe from Butternut Bakery. I've done a handful of their recipes before, so I'm confident this will turn out well. I'll link the recipe down below. But this is the goal right here. So as much as I would love to be on camera and talk you all through this the whole time, like I do for my Bake With Me's, typically, we're just gonna take it slow, take it easy. I'll bring you along on the journey, but I kind of want to just like be with my thoughts, maybe put a podcast on, listen to some music, and get into my baking flow, because like it's been a minute since I've done that. And I'm normally either like rushing through something that I want to bake, or I'm filming it. And sometimes you just need to enjoy the moment. So handful of hours later, I think it's 6 o'clock, I finished the pizza dough, it's in the fridge. I finished the cookies, they're done baking. I realized something that I hadn't looked at on my to-do list for today yet is to put up the projector that we have. So I'm in our loft, there's Kramer, he's here too. Like how cool. So I didn't give any context about this projector earlier in the video, but long story short, it's something that Evan bought off Amazon like months ago. And I think it's because we had the idea to like maybe project it against the brick wall on our balcony with like a white sheet and stuff to like sit outside and watch movies and watch football, whatever. And like, I don't know, we forgot about it, or at least I kind of forgot we had it. And then today, all of a sudden, I was like, we plan on watching football tomorrow. And or now that it's like getting colder outside, we might be like going out less, whatever. I was like, I need to put up this projector. So I tried to put it up in our bedroom initially, but like we didn't have enough blank wall space. And I was like, let me go up to the loft. It's perfect. Oh my gosh, it's so great. This just like, I can't wait for that green chair to be up here now, because it's just completely like changes the vibes of the space. Here's the projector. If you type in like projector on Amazon, it's probably the very first thing that comes up. I put it on my camera tripod so we can kind of manipulate where it sits more easily. And then I have it connected by HDMI to my computer. It's the little things. Like this is incredible. All right, so I think I'm gonna call the video here. I checked off a lot more on that list than I thought that I would. And with the exception of not doing my Etsy stuff, I do kind of wish I did that because that's something that's like really important to me and something I want to get back into. I talked about it in my plan with me. I also realized that I have the day off on Tuesday, and I think that'll be a really great time to do that. Now that I have like all this cleaning and like house chores and stuff out of the way, like my Tuesday will be absolutely free. So I can go take a spin class, I can work on Etsy, maybe a little like coffee shop moment. It'll be great. And then like I said, I'm gonna clean my makeup brushes tomorrow instead of today. Yeah, basically I'm feeling very productive. This was such a productive day. I'm exhausted. I want to sit down for a little bit and just chill. Thank you for joining me on this very lovely Saturday. This was actually a lot of fun. I like the concept of this video of like a follow-up to my plan with me is just like taking you through a day or a couple of days in my life where I'm actually like accomplishing the things that I say I'm going to accomplish. It was really fun. So maybe I will do this again. You know, maybe next month, next couple months, we'll see what happens. Wherever you are in this world, I hope you're having a very